What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big O N. I know it's been a few days since I hit y'all with a video, so I had to hit y'all with one. You already know, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Check it out. I want to get into this topic right here. It's the whole Spider Loke and Munchie B thing. Now, these are two individuals that I communicate with. I never met Munchie B in person. We spoke on the phone a couple times. It's always been cordial. Spider Loke, y'all know I know him. And for the past year, probably, they've been doing a lot of content with each other. And recently, it's been a little bit of, I would say, friction over a story that came out. Well, there's a few individuals making content from behind the wall who've been kind of having the internet going crazy. I had a chance to check out both of their content, and it's good content. Now, I believe Munchie B was having a conversation with one of his younger homies, Tiny Munchie B, and I believe he said that J Hood from Carson, Stevenson Village, had went 50-0 against the East Coasters or something like that. These words had never came directly out of J Hood's mouth, but he seemed to confirm that he ain't took no losses. So basically, you know, Spider Loke had an issue with that, like anybody would have. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, 50-0 with anybody against any gang, not just the East Coasters. It could have been Inglewood family. It could have been whoever. 50-0 against one gang sounds crazy to pretty much everybody. And not saying I wasn't there. I'm just saying it sounds crazy if you say, hey, I didn't beat up 50 niggas from this one hood, this reputable gang on top of that. Like, that sounds crazy. So I think Spider Loke issue was, you know, things come up about you in your section all the time, and I choose not to speak on it. I've heard things, I don't speak on it. And I think he just felt like he should have got that same that same respect back. And Munchie B didn't bring it up. Like I said, his homie brought it up. But I think Spider Loke didn't like the fact that he put that content out anyways. He probably should have been like, I'm not finna put that out. You know what I mean? That's how Spider Loke feel about it. And like I said, 50-0 just sound crazy anyways. But let me get sidetracked for a second, but it ties into this because this is what, well, basically, Spider Loke, he said that they had a conversation, and he was like, don't you think that sounds a little far-fetched? And Munchie B was like, kind of like, nah, not really, because he was in there this long, whatever the case is. And Spider Loke, like, I don't care how long he was in there. He probably fought that many people, but going 50-0 is the part that he's just not willing to, you know, accept. And like I said, Munchie B always been straight with me. The conversations we have had, we never sat around and talked about no homies or nothing like that. You know, we might talk about certain stuff on the internet, certain weirdos or certain people that we both deem to be weirdos and the type of stuff they do on the internet, but it ain't never been about nobody I know. You know what I'm saying? Like on no stuff like that. But anyways, but this is what 4Xers was talking about with Brick Baby. This is why he had a problem saying, hey, you sitting down with him and he's 100% gonna go with his homies and what they said, like as far as the Deuce Flame situation, or even Tiny Munchie saying that J Hood went 50-0. So he basically, like, he's gonna side with his side regardless. He's not really being neutral and in between like you are. So you were supposed to stick up for me. You know what I mean? Like Spider Loke said, the situation with Big U and the 32 essays. That sound far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? To Munchie B. And I forgot it was another situation he brought up where he like that kind of, it seemed like, I'm gonna keep it real. It seemed like anytime it has something to do with the neighborhoods and it's something a little negative, it kind of sound believable. And this is the problem 4Xers was having. Like, you know, he gonna be on that side at the end of the day because he's still standing firm on his push. So you should be doing the same. You shouldn't be trying to be unbiased with somebody who's being biased. That was his whole point. But I just wanted to detour right there because a lot of people didn't understand what his problem was with him. And then I seen people trying to say that Brick Baby talking to Baby B Braze or whatever. The Lanes is not enemies. They had a personal issue over just testosterone, misunderstanding, being too extra out. That's not considered an enemy. That was just them two getting something out the way. But I even heard J Hood tell these stories, and I can tell that he's serious about what he's talking about, and he really may have been like that at a point in time. But I heard him tell 2 stories so far, and I don't know if he's including these dudes, because I have heard him say, I probably fought more than 50. I heard him give 2 accounts where 2 individuals got with his program. I think he said it was some dude, Tiny Deuce. He said he got with him. Then he said one of the hitmans that was a Mexican dude got with him in one of the recent stories he told. Now, that's not saying he lost, but he didn't say he won those fights. So are you counting those in the 50-0? Because if it's a tie, if it's even, then it should be 50-0 and 2. You can't include that in the 50-0 just because you didn't lose. You didn't win it either. And furthermore, we could get them dudes, not me, but I'm saying, let's say them dudes came on the platform, they might say they won that fight. They might not say what he said and say it was an even fight or cool. They might be like, oh, I whooped cuz. So we can only take that with a grain of salt. Like I said, 50-0 against any hood sounds crazy to me. You know what I mean? I know some homies that have been in the county and fought niggas from places and they feel like they ain't lost, but they ain't fought 50 of them. But then again, I don't know nobody who sat in the county for 8 years. But basically, that's what these two was going back and forth about. Spider-Lo feel like, hey, you got a relationship with me. Come on, homie. He like, you know what's up. You know what I mean? Like, for you to say that sound believable, because at the end of the day, the East Coast is his neighborhoods, and I don't know if Spider-Lo feel like it might be a little something there. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. They had a good thing going on. It looked like it's kind of getting to a point to where it probably won't. They probably won't be able to patch that up. Not saying it's gonna go anywhere past this, but just it's getting to a point to where they might just want to not deal with each other anymore, and that's unfortunate because I feel like they was great together as a content creating team. And I mean, that's what happens at the end of the day. You know, people draw their line, and it is what it is. That's what happens in these types of environments. But yeah, man, it's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big O end. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. I'm out.